In A Ghost in Grandpa's House, the grandfather meets a ghost. The ghost and the grandfather both miss their hometowns, which they can no longer return to. Many things in life are truly precious, but we often take them for granted. The air we breathe every day and the friends and family who love us are all around us. These are like treasures, yet we often treat them as if they are ordinary. I hope this week becomes a time for us to think about how valuable the treasures in our lives really are. Hello, everyone, and we have a special show today. This is the UNESCO World Heritage Committee special here at the BeFM Kids Club. And as always, I'm your host, Andrew Murphy. Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Kids Club for another week. And as always, we have a show for you. When you hear the word treasure, what comes to mind first? Perhaps something shiny, valuable, or even precious? That's why I asked the question at the beginning. But in fact, there are real treasures in our lives that we often fail to notice or even appreciate. We all have them, yet we don't always recognize them as treasures. It's a bit sad, really. Do you know that our city, Busan, is also full of valuable treasures? Busan is a city with both painful memories from war and rich stories passed down through generations. From July 19th, Busan will host the UNESCO World Heritage Committee for the first time in Korea, where decisions are made about the inscription and protection of the world's shared heritage. I hope this becomes a meaningful time for all of us to discover Busan's precious historical treasures and reflect on how we can preserve them for the future. Yes, that is very, very important. As always, we have sing-along time with Cadra and story time with June Kim, but today's story time is a little special. The author of today's fairy tale has come all the way to the studio and is waiting for us. I can't wait to have a chat with the author. And we have a new segment today, a very special segment. Instead of Andrew to the rescue, we're going to do Andrew to the UNESCO World Heritage and to explore the history of Busan. I think that sounds quite exciting. How about you? Now, as always, if you'd like to get in touch with us here at the Kids Club, you could send us your messages during the streaming over on NoTube, or I guess if you're watching here on NoTube. And guess what? If we select your message, you might receive a gift, or I hope I get a gift someday. And so also, if you'd want to send us a message on the BeFM Kakao Talk or Shopkugang Ogong, but that text message will cost you 100 won. As always, we'll be waiting for your messages. And let's not hold this up anymore. Get the Kids Club started for today and bring in our master storyteller, June Kim.
Hey, Andrew, have you ever thought about the what-ifs in our favorite stories?
What ifs? You mean like, what if I ate 10 ice cream cones at once?
Well, maybe, but I mean, what if the big bad wolf actually just had a cold and accidentally coughed the house down?
No way! And what if Cinderella actually hated glass slippers because they were too uncomfortable to dance in?
Ouch! Exactly. What if the stories we know have a whole different side we've never thought of?
Huh? I never thought about it that way. It's like a whole new adventure is hiding right behind the pages.
Imagine a different world, BeFM Kids Club.
Ask yourself, what if?
It's story time! Today's story is A Ghost in Grandpa's House. One day, an old grandfather was walking inside a quiet house built on an old burial ground in Busan. Suddenly, he slipped.
Oh!
The grandfather fell hard. Everything went black. He lost consciousness. A moment later, a strange voice echoed in silence.
Is he dead?
The grandfather slowly opened his eyes. Above him, something was floating. A ghost. The ghost was sitting right above his head. The grandfather blinked in shock.
Oh, my head! Who are you?
The ghost suddenly shouted with joy.
Oh, you can see me! Yay! It worked!
It wore old traditional Japanese clothing and looked strangely excited. Then, with a laugh, it floated toward the wall and slowly passed straight through it. Shh! It entered the house. The grandfather screamed.
A ghost!
He trembled and shouted.
Hey, you! Don't come in! Get out of my house right now!
But the ghost only smiled calmly.
This is my house, it said. I've always been here. This is my grave, you know.
Then it pulled out an old newspaper and showed it.
Japanese people have come to this village.
The ghost said.
They are trying to find the remains of their ancestors. If I can tell my descendants where my grave is, maybe I can be moved back home. I just want to return to my hometown.
The ghost looked at the grandfather and added,
Help me find my gravestone. If you do, I'll give you silver. Oh, okay. I will help you.
The grandfather said. The ghost smiled and led the way.
Come with me.
But no matter how hard they searched, they couldn't find it. The entire area had once been a cemetery. Too many gravestones stood everywhere. Too many names, too many memories. Tired, the grandfather finally sat down. Then he asked quietly,
How did a Japanese person end up here?
The ghost began to speak.
I used to live in the mountains, but I was always poor. So I came here to Busan to make money. There was a Japanese settlement in Busan. I sold tofu there. I got along well with the neighbors.
The ghost suddenly spoke in a sad voice.
But every day, I missed my family. So I tried to save money and go back home.
The ghost went on speaking in a voice that grew even sadder.
But I got sick, and I never made it back.
Then the ghost asked,
What about you? How did you end up building a house here?
The grandfather lowered his head.
When I was 15, the Korean War broke out. So I came here as a refugee.
The grandfather spoke in a sad voice.
I kept waiting for the day I could return home, but I never could.
The ghost asked the grandfather,
So, is that why you built your house here? I'm sorry, but I had no choice.
said the grandfather.
I had to build my house here, even on land that used to be a cemetery. I still miss my hometown and my family.
Silence fell between them. Only the wind moved through the broken windows. Then the grandfather said softly,
Maybe we can both go back home someday.
The ghost nodded slowly.
Yeah, maybe. Welcome back, everyone. All right, today we are honored to welcome author Young-ah, the author of this touching story. She creates picture books and writes children's stories based on local memories and places. This interview is especially meaningful as Busan hosts the 48th UNESCO World Heritage Committee session, marking an important moment for cultural heritage and storytelling. So thank you for joining us today. Could you please say hello to our listeners and introduce yourself?
안녕하세요. 이영아입니다. 반갑습니다. 저는 부산에서 동화 작가로 활동하고 있고 우리 부산 지역의 이야기를 그림책으로 만들고 있습니다. 오늘 초대해 주셔서 감사합니다.
Nice. Okay, she says, I am a children's book author based in Busan, and I create picture books that tell stories of our city. Thank you for inviting me. It's an honor to be here. Well, it's an honor to have you here with us today. Now, we just shared your story, The Ghost in Grandpa's House, with our listeners. In this story, the ghost doesn't seem to be just a frightening presence. What message did you want to convey through this character?
우리는 보통 귀신이라고 하면 무서운 존재로 생각하기 쉬운데요. 그런데 아무리 무서운 존재라고 해도 어떤 사연이 있을 수 있잖아요. 그래서 그 사연을 귀 기울여서 잘 듣다 보면 어느새 무섭다는 생각보다는 좀 공감하고 이해하려는 그런 마음이 더 커지는 것 같아요. 제 책 속의 귀신과 할아버지는 실향의 아픔을 가진 인물들인데요. 처음에 할아버지도 귀신을 봤을 때는 많이 무서워하고 크게 이제 거부감을 느꼈었는데 귀신의 사연과 처지를 알게 되어서는 그 친구가 되거든요. 그런 것처럼 책 속의 귀신의 캐릭터가 무서움보다는 평화를 상징하고 기억과 화해를 얘기하는 그런 캐릭터라고 얘기할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
Yes, so she explains we often think of ghosts as scary beings, and I would definitely agree. But even the scariest creatures can have their own stories and reasons behind them. When we take the time to listen to their stories, we may find that our fear slowly turns into understanding and empathy. And the ghost and the grandfather in the book are both characters who carry a lot of pain from being separated from their hometown because of the war. And it seems like they get an understanding of each other's situation and eventually become friends. It's a really interesting story. Now, in that sense, the ghost in the book is not a character meant to create fear. Instead, the ghost represents the importance of memory, reconciliation, and peace. Yes, I've definitely felt that reading the story. I didn't think it was a scary ghost at all, right? So why did you decide to turn this story, which is based on a real place called Amidong, Gravestone Village, into a story for children? And how did that idea come about?
제가 처음 비석마을을 알게 되었을 때는 비석마을이 그렇게 많이 알려지지는 않았어요. 그래서 처음에 묘지 위에 세워진 마을이라는 것에 관심이 갔고요. 또 그 묘지들이 일본 사람들의 묘지라는 것에 더 호기심이 생겼습니다. 그러던 중에 신문 기사를 읽게 되었는데요. 그 아미동 비석마을에 한 일본 사람이 자기 조상의 비석을 찾고 있는다는 이야기였습니다. 그런데 그 기사 중에서도 특히 저의 눈길을 끌은 부분이 있었는데요. 그 비석마을에 한 주민분이 49년 동안 이름도 모르는 일본인의 제사를 지내주고 있는다는 내용이었어요. 이렇게 이제 아미동 주민들은 어떤 이유든지 간에 죽은 사람의 묘지 위에 집을 짓고 산다는 그 미안함과 함께 또 그 죽어서도 일본으로 돌아가지 못하는 일본인 영령들을 안쓰러워하는 그런 마음을 가지고 있었거든요. 근데 그것이 비성마을이 그 형성된 이유와 또 맞닿을 수 있는데요. 비성마을은 피난민들에 의해서 형성된 마을이거든요. 그래서 피난민은 고향을 잃었거나 또 고향으로 돌아가지 못하는 그런 사람들인데요. 아미동 주민분들은 한국 사람, 일본 사람이 아니고 그 죽어서도 고향으로 돌아가지 못하는 그 처지를 마음 아파하고 가엾게 여기고 있었습니다. 그래서 제가 이 책을 만들게 된 가장 큰 이유 역시 아미동이 우리의 아픈 역사를 담고 있는 중요한 장소이고 또 기억해야 될 곳이기는 하지만 사람을 향한 따뜻한 그 마음이 좋아서 책을 만들게 되었습니다.
Yeah, this is something I think maybe a lot of our listeners would also be a bit surprised about. This is a real place in Busan. I was very surprised at this. So just let me explain what the author had said about this. So she explains, when I first learned about Bisok village, it was a time when the village was not as well known as it is today. Now, at first I became interested because it was a village built on top of a cemetery. Later, I discovered that the graves were not those of Korean people, but of Japanese people. I think that discovery made me even more curious and drawn into the place. Now, the residents of Amidong felt sorry about this and, that their village was, and houses were built upon graves. So they felt compassion and sympathy for the spirits of the Japanese people who remained there. Now, this feeling was closely connected to the history of the Bisok village as a village formed by refugees. Now, the residents of Amidong were not thinking of them simply as Koreans or Japanese. They saw them as fellow human beings. Now, they felt the pain and sadness of people who had lost their hometowns and even those who could not return home after death. Now, this is one of the reasons I think is most important here is she explains the biggest reason I decided to create a book set in Amidong is the gravestone village is not only an important place that holds our painful history and a place we must remember. More than that, I want to share the warm human feelings and compassions found there. I think that's very important because it is not just, some houses built in this village. It has a lot more meaning behind it. Now, this time, for the first time in Korea, the 48th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee is being held right here in Busan. How special. If you explain the term World Heritage to children, and to me, please, how would you turn it into a story?
세계유산이라고 하면 우리 모두가 지켜야 될 지구의 소중한 보물이라고 생각을 하는데요. 그래서 저도 아이들에게 보물이라는 이야기를 들려주고 싶습니다. 그래서 아이들에게 보물이란 좀 가족이나 친구 또는 간직하고 싶고 지키고 싶은 그런 소중한 물건을 떠올릴 텐데요. 그러면 저는 이제 아이들에게 세상에도 모든 사람이 지키고 간직하고 싶은 보물이 있어. 그것은 오래된 건축물일 수도 있고 아름다운 자연일 수도 있어. 또 아주 오랫동안 이어져 온 문화의 흔적일 수도 있어. 그리고 이런 보물들은 한 나라만의 것이 아니야. 그래서 우리 모두 함께 지키기로 약속을 했는데 그게 바로 세계유산이야. 그리고 우리는 이 세계유산을 아끼고 배워서 다음 세대에게 잘 전해주어야 해라고 이야기해주고 싶습니다.
Yeah, this is something as a parent I sometimes struggle with my own children is how to explain something that I know to them in a way they could understand. And I think your book really is able to do this. She explains that World Heritage Sites are precious treasures of our planet that everyone should protect and preserve. So when I explain World Heritage to children, I would like to begin by telling them that it is a treasure. Now, when children hear the word treasure, they may think of their family, friends, or special things that they want to keep safe and cherish. Then I would say, did you know that there are treasures in the world that everyone wants to protect and preserve? These treasures can be old buildings, beautiful natural places, or traces of cultures that have continued for many generations. Now, these treasures do not belong to only one country. That is why people around the world made a promise to protect them together. This is why we call World Heritage. Now, we should cherish World Heritage, learn from it, and pass it on to future generations. A great lesson for all, and I'm sure there's other parents out there that would appreciate the definition for their children. Now, why do you think it is important to pass on the value of Busan's places and history to future generations?
부산은 다고 생각을 하거든요. 그래서 다음 세대에 부산의 가치를 전하는 것은 자신이 사는 지역은 물론이고 다른 나라 또 다른 나라의 문화를 존중하는 세계 시민으로 자라나길 바라기 때문입니다. 저는 이야기가 이어질 때 역사가 살아남고 그 역사가 기억하는 아이들이 더 나은 미래를 만들어 나갈 것이라고 기대하고 있습니다.
Yeah, Busan is a city that embraced countless refugees during the Korean War, and it's also a city connected to the world through the sea. Now, that is why the places and historical values of Busan are not simply about old buildings and stories of the past. They contain struggles and sacrifices as well as dreams and hopes of the people who lived through those times. And I think anybody who's lived in Busan, I feel you have that feeling of Busan. That's how I feel as well. She carries on to say that sharing the Busan places and historical values for future generations will help children not only understand and love the community they live in, but also grow into global citizens who respect other countries and cultures. I hope so as well. Now, we have almost run out of time here. I can't believe how fast this has gone. To wrap things up here, I want to thank you for sharing your precious time with us today. We hope you will continue to share more stories of Busan for children and their parents. I really enjoy this stuff as well and learning about the city, and I hope everyone else does as well. But thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your story.
감사합니다.
I can take you round the world. Hi, hi, happy, shiny day. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and let's get round the world. I can take you round the world. Hi, hi, happy, shiny day. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, let's get round the world. Let's get round the world. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Hey there! Are you enjoying it so far? Dive into stories, tackle quizzes, and sing along. I've been waiting for you all week. Come on, let's go all the way. You're tuning into BeFM Kids Club, and it's time to sing along with me, Cadra.
Hello, everyone. I just dropped my stick.
Yay!
Yes. Before we move on, I just want to say a big thank you to our guest as well for that interview, and I hope our listeners enjoyed that. It's always great to get a little bit more knowledge of the history of Busan and maybe also a place to check out in the city.
Of course.
As I explained, I had no idea this place was there, and it's obviously a bit somber and has a dark side to it, but something that people should check out. But it is time for Sing Along with Cadra. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. Awesome.
Surviving the heat, but
Right.
it's okay. I think
It is hot.
when we live here in Busan or in Korea, it is something we just have to deal with.
Deal with.
But
Exactly.
I do see in it, I'm so excited whenever Cadra brings a friend. She has another friend today. It's her guitar. We've had a ukulele, we had a guitar, we've had multiple different friends in here. I love it. But what are we singing today?
So today's story was about someone who can't return to their hometown, right?
Yeah, a bit sad. No, we talked about a story about loss, memory, and not being able to go back to with
See?
today. Exactly.
We'll see. So the song was written by John Denver in 1971 with Bill Danoff and Taffy Nevert, and it became one of his signature songs.
Okay, so the singer-songwriter here, John Denver, can you tell us a little bit more about him?
Of course. He's known for that warm, nature-focused sound, and more importantly, he was part of the country folk scene, often blending acoustic storytelling with nature and nostalgia.
So this is country music?
Right. It's in the country genre, but at the same time, it's very folk influenced.
Okay, yeah, that's what I think of it more as folk because it has that singer-songwriter vibe.
Right, the
Yeah,
folk influence.
Yeah.
Well, so country music often uses simple storytelling, emotional themes, and a very acoustic sound.
Hence why you brought the guitar today.
I
like
had
it.
to.
So what defines that sound? When we think of that, what is the main thing about it?
So the acoustic sound often features acoustic guitars as a core sound.
Gotcha.
So acoustic guitar is basically the heart of country music.
Gotcha.
And that's why I had to bring the guitar today.
I love it. And whenever, I know every time we have a sing-along, I love your voice because, well, one, it's much better than mine.
Come on.
And you're much more entertaining.
It's about having fun.
But when you bring a friend along, I believe it ups the level and I feel alive.
Aha. So I'm here with my guitar.
Yes.
Because the song is simple, honest, and emotional.
Okay.
So I hope you can enjoy it too with all our listeners out there.
Can't wait to hear it.
You know, the song is really about the feeling of, missing home.
Definitely.
So before we listen carefully to the lyrics, I was wondering, Andrew, can you share with us about your hometown?
Yeah, so I'm originally from the east coast of Canada on
I
the
see.
Atlantic Ocean. My hometown is St. John. It's actually quite similar to Busan. That's why I really love Busan as well. It's a port city.
Wow, okay.
The people are very similar as well.
Really?
Yeah, I feel a little bit raw and wear their heart on their sleeve kind of people. And they're not scared to tell you how they feel. I really like that.
The bravery.
Exactly.
Do they also have dialect, just like Busan dialect?
There is an accent to the East Coast.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. And I feel I've lost mine a lot.
Really?
But when I go home
It
or if
comes
I'm
back.
around other people, my family looks at me and goes, "Who is this guy?"
Just like Busan dialect.
100%. Like
2006.
2007.
So it's been 20 years.
Oh my gosh. I need a party.
We should celebrate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Me, I'm
But you,
still
that-
new.
yeah,
It's been 7 months and a half, and I think I'm still getting used to it.
I think you're settling in perfectly.
I don't know, the port city vibe, it's pretty tough.
You got to be tough to live in Busan. That is something most people who live here know.
Dynamic
Now, let's hear about how John Denver wrote a song about his hometown.
Yes, let's see how he is missing his hometown in this song.
Let's
so,
go. I'm
here
excited.
we go. Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Okay, everyone. And sing along if you know the words, if you're listening, everyone.
Ooh, okay. All right, let's like a breeze, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, my nurse lady to blue water, dark and country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, one more time. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads.
I was getting my flashlight out here to get it. We had some people in the studio as well out there dancing and singing along. It was great. That's a song I believe most people know, right? And they've known it for a long time. Even that it's an old song, younger generations, older
Right.
generations, everyone can appreciate it. And also, I love the lyrics.
Oh, did you like it?
Of course. It sounds like he's painting a picture. And that's kind of like folk music to a T.
Right.
Where
That's what folk music
you
do.
listen to it and you can imagine what you think it is. It might be different what they think
Pictured,
it is, but that's how it should be. I like
Right.
it. Yeah,
You can
for sure.
still picture it.
100%.
So it's not just describing a place, it's also describing a feeling of nostalgia and the beauty of nature.
All right. So as always, we like to go through a few of the lyrics. Where are we going to start first?
So the first part really paints the scenery. Mountains, rivers, nature, everything feels wide and very calm. You can feel like you're already standing in nature.
Yeah, it's not just he's like, there's a mountain over here. There's a river. It's you're really getting everything, and it's very emotional.
Right, right. So I actually have another question, Andrew.
Okay.
So what does home mean to you? It's deep.
There's something you can. Home is where you can put your feet up. That's a very cliche, but I would say home is not just a house
Right.
or an apartment, as it would be here in Busan for me. But it's a feeling, a place where you can relax and you can just let your guard down,
Right.
and be yourself.
Right, and you feel safe, you feel
100%.
relaxed.
Yes.
That's why the lyrics "Take Me Home" isn't just about a direction. It's a desire, a longing to return to something familiar and safe. Home isn't just where you were born; it's where you feel whole again.
Yeah,
feel
it's
like yourself.
Definitely. It's not just a place on a map. And
Right.
that's something for me. I'm going to return to Canada very soon for a vacation. Don't worry, I'll be back. But I'm excited about that. Even though I feel Busan is my home now, when I go back to Canada, it has
Home
a different feeling.
of course,
for
I
sure.
bet.
Now, moving on from there, everything, the song here, it has a lot more to it.
Right, right. Sometimes you don't even realize you've been missing it until something like, the song brings it back.
Oh, it kicks you right in the feels, I'll call it. It's like, it sneaks up on you.
Yes, exactly. So as we listen again, let's think about it a little differently this time.
Okay. All right, let's hear it one more time. And don't forget, listeners, if you're watching on NoTube or the replay of it, the words are on the screen. It's like our very own Kids Club Norebang. Sing along with us.
With the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, this is Take Me Home Country Roads by John Denver.
We got some
We're
technical-
setting. We're
yeah,
setting.
we're setting up
Having
here.
the perfect
This is a
norebang.
live show, everybody. Come on.
All right, let's go. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. country roads. All my memories gather round her. My nurse lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads.
Whoa! Yoo-hoo! I hope you're clapping along at home to also my singing. You know, I
Of
try to
course.
stay in the background. I'm the background singer.
Come on, where?
With my voice, it's always way too loud.
You're hiding.
Yeah, but thank you so much for this. This is also meaningful for me. It's sending me off on an airplane somewhere. So thank you so much for coming in today, Cadra,
course.
with this. And also, great song for our story today. And I'd say I'll see you next week, but I won't. A new host will be here to fill in. I'll let everyone know at the end of the show who that's going to be.
Awesome.
Stay tuned. But thank you so much. And
Of course.
I'll see you when I get back.
Have a wonderful vacation,
Thank you so
Andrew.
much.
I'll see you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Yeonjae Seo. I'm a 4th grader in Jeongwan. I can't wait to learn English and have fun with BeFM Kids Club.
Hello, my name is Chris. I am 8 years old. I live in Dongdaegu and I enjoy listening to BeFM.
Hello, my name is Tina. I am a 6th grade elementary school student. Please make lots of fun videos.
I'm Alice. I'm Leo. We are close twins. I really want to learn English.
Hello, my name is Liha and my age is 7. Good luck for your channel. I love you.
My name is Park Sung-hyun. I am so excited for the UBFM Kids Club.
My name is Kim Min-jun. I am so happy to meet BeFM Kids Club.
My name is Kim Yeon-woo. I am in the 3rd grade at Dongcheon Elementary School. Go BeFM!
Hello, my name is Sharon. I'm enjoying learning English. You're listening to BeFM Kids Club.
My name is Seo Ju-ha. I've been waiting for BeFM Kids Club a lot. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everyone. This is usually where we would have Andrew to the rescue, but we have a very special edition. This time it's Andrew to UNESCO World Heritage. All right, as you may know, the UNESCO World Heritage Committee is being held right here in our city of Busan. To celebrate this incredible event, we put together a very special segment. Joining us today to kick off this series is our special guest. Welcome to the studio, Hannah.
Hi, Andrew, and hello to all of our listeners.
All right, so as always, whenever we have someone new in the studio, we would like you to introduce yourself to the BeFM Kids listeners.
My name is Hannah Kim, and I am an 8th grader at Busan Foreign School.
All right, so what brings you here today?
It's incredibly inspiring that such a massive global event is happening in Busan, and that's why I've done a lot of research to share the story behind the global heritage and our own local treasures with you today.
That's right. Over the next few weeks, we're going to explore what World Heritage actually means, why it matters, and uncover some of the hidden treasures right here in Busan.
I'm so excited. It will be a great opportunity to share the history of Busan and search for the treasures of Busan.
I absolutely love this because I love this city. All right. So I'm also excited and can't wait. Wait, before we dive into the story about Busan's heritage treasure, I have a quick question for you, Hannah. What is the most precious thing to you?
I really value my family and my relationships with people. So, like acquaintances and, my friendships, they're very important to me. I think if you're talking about like specific physical objects, then probably like my telescope or my flute.
Ooh, I was going to say my family as well. You took that one from me, but I have to. If I don't, they'll get very angry at me. So definitely my family. Physical objects, I would have to say, I don't know. Would it be bad if I say my cell phone? Maybe not. But I wish I had a telescope. But there's so many things that we love and treasure. Now, we can also say that heritage passed down through generations is also a treasure.
Exactly. It can be an old castle, a historic building, a traditional culture, or even a beautiful natural place.
Right. They tell us where we came from and remind us why that is so important. Now, that's why places like the Serengeti Plains in Tanzania and the pyramids of Egypt may look completely different, but they have one thing in common.
Yes, they don't belong to just one country, so they belong to all of us.
Oh, I love it. I own part of the pyramids. This is great. So, and that's exactly why UNESCO created the concept of World Heritage. A place can't become a World Heritage site simply because it's old or beautiful. It must possess outstanding universal value to all humanity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
UNESCO's purpose is to discover these precious places, protect them from damage, and preserve them for future generations.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm old, so am I a UNESCO heritage? No, it's okay.
I don't think you're that old.
So ultimately, World Heritage isn't just about regional pride. It's like a shared treasure chest of memories for our entire planet. Now, Busan has a very special treasure. What is it?
It's the modern heritage of Busan, the temporary capital of Korea during the Korean War.
Okay, so everyone knows, Seoul is the capital, but what is it? What does temporary capital mean?
So for 1,023 days during the Korean War, Busan became Korea's temporary capital. In Korean, we call it 피란수도, which means refugee capital.
Okay, and why is, a temporary capital so important?
Well, during the war, a temporary capital must keep the government running and protect the people who have lost their homes.
Okay. And Busan, did both?
Yeah. Busan kept the Korean government operating while welcoming about 1 million refugees.
Wow.
And it already had a population of around 400,000 people.
Oh, I can't imagine. That's unbelievable. So that must have been a huge challenge.
It certainly was, but Busan was more than just a place of refuge. It was the first city in Korea to receive support from the UN through international cooperation. Many relief activities took place there to help people recover from the war.
So people from many countries worked together right here in Busan.
Exactly. That's why Busan's wartime heritage is much more than just a group of old buildings.
Then what does it ultimately represent?
It reminds us how one city protected a nation, cared for its people, and worked together with the international community during one of the most difficult times in history.
All right, now I understand. That's what makes Busan's wartime heritage so meaningful and valuable to the whole world.
Yeah.
All right, so they're recognized, here as UNESCO World Heritage Site. That's pretty amazing. I can't believe this. This is awesome. All right, so I want to say thank you so much for coming in today. And I don't know about you listeners out there, but I think Hannah did an amazing job. And maybe she's after my job. I'm not sure. She sounds so amazing. Oh. But thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.
All right. And well, everyone, starting with the story today of the wartime capital, we're introducing Busan's UNESCO World Heritage tentative list treasures over the next 2 weeks. So please look forward to finding out what treasures await us next week. Now, that was this week's Andrew to the UNESCO World Heritage, filling in for Andrew to the rescue. I think this was quite informative and amazing. Now, wrapping up today, I want to thank everybody out there, whether you were in the YouTube chat, on Kakao Talk, or you sent in messages to the Sharp Guang Ogong and spent that 100 won to do so. Thank you very much. If you'd like to get in touch with us, or you'd like to send in any of your words of, I don't know, just to say, hey, you guys are doing a good job, you can do that also over at www.befm.or.kr on the BeFM Kids Club bulletin board. Also, if you didn't or you'd like to join us, it's every Wednesday at 2 p.m. on the BeFM Kids NoTube channel. And you can also listen on the radio at 11 a.m. on Saturdays. All right, so that's, it for the show today. And I do have to say, I'm going on a bit of a vacation, but now we'll be back, but you'll be in safe hands over the next, we're going to say 4 to 5 weeks, because Asia, and I'm sure most of you know Asia from many other shows here at the station, will be filling in for me. And I'll be checking in from time to time to see how things are. Now, to wrap it up, BeFM Kids Club is produced by Sue PD, written by Kate, and hosted by me, Andrew, going on vacation, Murphy. See you guys in a few weeks, and have a good one.